What's up, Rubits? Little Big Robots back with a video. Hey, if you want to, you could subscribe to my channel. I do 2 videos a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays generally. Usually about robots, sometimes about action figures, or in this case, action figure or figure model kits. I do a lot of Gunpla, Gundam, stuff like that. You might be familiar with this or not. If you're familiar with Gunpla model kits made from Bandai, then you might be familiar with this. This is, and please subscribe. I'm trying to get to, as close to 10,000 as I can by the end of 24. I'm at a little over 4,000 now, so hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of fun making pretty, no frills, no ads type thing. There might be a few affiliate links or something like that, but no, giant ads that I'm telling you about, like mobile games or something like that. But anyway, please subscribe. So this is, the name is hard, CHUPU Panlunch. Basically, there's a new, the latest, I should say, Gundam anime is called Witch from Mercury. It was actually a really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. The combat was great. The animation was great. The animation reminded me closer to the style of Reconquista NG. And watch it if you haven't checked it out. I think it's on Crunchyroll. They might even have it on their YouTube page, the Gundam.info YouTube page. I can't remember, but check it out. It's a good one. This character, they call her CHUCHU in the show, was really, really fantastic in a lot of ways. Really, really funny. Known for like literally the punch heard around the world. This insane scene where my kitten comes up and investigates. Why don't you back off now? This insane scene where this girl is being kind of a jerk, and CHUCHU is really, really angry about everything all the time, and she punches this girl, and it's such a god-awful, I'll see if I can insert it here into the video, whatever, but it's such an incredible hit that people were just like, oh my god. She's known for this giant hair. I guess it's in ponytails. I think she lets it down in the cartoon. She's not always in this position. The model kit, I'll show you the rest of it. This was an interesting model kit. Figurized standards are just like they sound. They're kits that are, built for figures. So she'll look like that. She'll have accessories, different faces. She'll a little phone. She'll come with a stand automatically, which is not a big deal, but it's nice that they include a stand in these kits. They're relatively inexpensive, like $30, $35, something like that. So this one's gimmick was that she could go into the squat position, and then she could go into the seating position. Now, a normal Figurized standard kit, when I will show you her normal, quote-unquote, normal standing kit, you can make them sit and stuff. But this one was designed, I thought, to where she was able to crunch and sit just kind of naturally. So you didn't have to disassemble anything. Like a lot of Gundam kits where there's a transformation, but the transformation is that you take things apart and then put them back together, which to me doesn't really work. I don't like Transformers and stuff, the kits that change into something else where you have to take stuff apart, put it back together. That's not really a transformation. It's kind of like solving a Rubik's Cube puzzle by taking it apart and putting it back together. It's not really how it's done, but I appreciate the design. So I was really excited to see the new, kind of model technology, that the engineering that allowed her to go from a standing to a squat really nice and kind of sit there. I forget what they call that squat. I can do that, by the way. So when I got the kit and I assembled it, I was a bit disappointed because you actually have to take apart the kit and reassemble it to kind of decide on your position you want her in. So there's the normal standing position, here's the squatting pose, and there's the sitting pose. And you literally have to disassemble her body and reassemble it. So again, very disappointing in that way, but I mean the kit is still fantastic in those Figurized standard ways. There's a few little nitpicks I'll go through here too as well, because she does have a few little flaws, but not bad. These are really fun kits because it's like having a little anime character, like a little anime statue, whatever, that you can pose and stuff like that. I have an entire shelf of just Figurized standards female characters from different games or different gunpla kits and stuff like that. Because it's just a lot of fun. I like how they take a model kit that's normally a rigid thing and they've changed it. They can now make stuff look smooth and rounded and flesh-like and all sorts of stuff. So that's her sitting pose. One of the issues I have with her normally is also that neck. If you can see that awful neck there. Kitten playing with the mic. Hold on a second. Kitten nightmares while running a YouTube channel. It's not fun. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying because she was messing with the camera there. She knocked it all off. Hilt. Stop. So she's interesting, but she does have like that neck. When you pull it out, it's interesting because right on this... Hold on a second. Woo, she's full of herself today. Anyway, right on the side of the neck here, you can see that horrible joint. And the thing is the neck you would think would be for like from that down, like that up, but it's so, when you insert it, am I doing it wrong? I thought surely I'm just not pushing it in far enough or something like that. I didn't put the part together correctly or something like that. Something is off there that I didn't do correct, and I bet you there is, but I've looked at it, and so, you know, from a downward angle it's fine. You could turn the chin down and kind of cover it, but it just looks really, really bad. That does. The rest of the figure is great. You do get, as usual with the figurized kits, you get the stand. These little stands are great. They're really, really fun little stands that you can use for BJD dolls, all sorts of little stuff. So I'm going to buy, you can actually buy just these stands for pretty cheap. I actually kind of prefer these over normal Gunpla stands because they're so light and basic. You know, you can really use them a lot. Different stuff. Oh my God. You get all these different, I think these are water slides for the stupid cat. I love her to death, but she's being a nightmare. These are water slides. You can look at all the different eyes you get. So these are fun to have just for the, just the eyes. You can use those on, even on robot kits or whatever. That'd be fun. You get, of course, her remaining, get out of here, little jerk. Jeez, he's a nut. You get the remaining body parts. Now, this is what I'm talking about. That's the normal. That's her normal waist and legs. I'm gonna have to pause. So you get all this stuff left over. You get some cool hands with some cool parts. Again, you know, you could use these on. Oops. You can use these on different stuff, different kits. Maybe if you want. Look, see right there on the wrist. See how kind of obvious the. I don't know. I wish they would have. Instead of making it like this, just make a hand that was a solid piece with a plug like that and leave that, just have it molded in position like that so you don't see that. Looks like she's a robot. You get a couple of those. So lots of fun there. But again, kind of an ugly little joint. It's a little disappointing because usually these kits are way better than this. You get some leftover faces. You get a face, and you can put... this water slides on there. You get one with the gridded teeth, which is really fun. Again, you can use those on other kits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can take her. Let me reassemble her into her standing form, and we'll see how that works. Actually, before I do that, I just wanted to kind of break it down. I believe you just take off the head, which is what I do. You take off the arms. These legs are part. This is her actual leg. These are a separate part here. So all of this is pretty much, I believe, all, you kind of leave this assembled, I believe. I'm going to have to check. I'll check the instruction manual, and we'll go from there. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's see here. I think you have to disassemble. We're saving the chest. So I believe what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble this. Take these parts. You can see you can take the bottom part off like this, and here we go. My cat is trying to play with her ball that she dips in her water. She dips her little cloth balls into the water. You take this part off here. So really the idea here is that this isn't something you do on the fly. This is something you do when you want to set it on a shelf and have it, darn it, and have it sitting there in that position. Personally, I'm going to just put her in the standing pose and leave her alone. So let's see if I can disassemble. See, as you can see, you got to do all this stuff. Okay, so I've got her back in her normal, quote unquote, standing pose. The one hand here you can swap out with a different hand. Here's some of the leftover bits. And there's a sitting pose that you use, even other leftover bits. So, she's a little fragile, which is a little unusual for these kits. Usually they're pretty stout, but they do have a lot of cool features as far as, you can put them in some really cool poses normally and stuff like that. They can stand on their own, but you might, of course, use the included stand. I just threw her in that pose and she works pretty well. They have tons of details usually. Oh, I didn't even put the stickers on her feet yet. I just noticed that. I only put a few of the stickers on. Actually, she's missing quite a few. You can hear my cat just causing mayhem in the background. So I went and grabbed the included stand. These things, like I was saying, these very, very simple stand. I like these a lot. They all work really well. You can put them in different positions. I find that generally standing them this way is about the best. They're all going to have a little spot in the back that you can plug that in real easy, and then you can put her in all sorts of. And the little arms are actually pretty stout. They can hold up a decent amount of weight. Sometimes you got to maneuver them quite a bit, but not bad. But with the stand, you can do stuff like you can put her in a running pose or something like that. That sort of thing. So it is a cool kit. It's a normal standard, a normal figurized standard kit where, as far as it has some really interesting details, the materials are all really nice. They have this kind of satiny kind of finish to it, to where it's like it's not rubbery, but it's definitely kind of anime looking. It's like it's like having an action figure model kit. I really like them a lot. A lot of times these things will go on sale, so if you're hurting for the dollar, you can keep an eye out for that. This one's cool. I just wish that the sitting position, I guess because of the clothes, they're not actually moldable and stuff. You can't actually put her in a sitting position. Other figurized standard kits you normally can, because you're going to be able to, the clothes would be able to bend and stuff like that. But as you can see, her legs go up into this plastic bit, so she's kind of stuck like that. So I see why they did it that way, but it does kind of suck that you have to take her apart, in order to put her in that position. But if you want to put her in the sitting pose or the crouched pose or whatever you call it on your shelf, you can do that, and then at least it's kind of in a solid pose. It's not dependent on the model itself holding up, and it's going to stick together a little bit easier. She's really cool. I really like it. Fantastic character, really, really funny. Her model kit is actually really fun. I might end up getting all the model kits for the figurized standard ladies from Witch from Mercury and put them next to the figures. I thought that would be really, really cool. So, but anyway, that's Choo Choo for you. She's a typical figurized kit, lots and lots of details, lots of room for customization, doing some fun stuff with this. You could use her parts on other kits and do some really, really fantastic builds with her. So enjoy. I definitely pick her up. If you have to wait on sale, do so. These don't tend to sell out that bad, but if you're really eager to get her, it's worth the $35-$40. I think it comes with a lot of extra stuff. So anyway, I thought you guys, girls and others would enjoy that. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.